Greetings, everybody. This is Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to Edentech. We are on episode 10, I believe, and behind me, you might notice two glowy things in the floor. We're going to talk a little bit about them to start us off. We have a couple of things planned for today. I'm going to show you the RF Tools teleportation system. We are going to duck into the nether and grab a wither skeleton because we need nether stars. In order for me to take the next steps to get into Draconic Evolution, I'm going to need a lot of nether stars, and that means we need a lot of wither skeletons, and we need to kill some withers to get those. Okay, but first, let me show you what I have in my hand. It's called an Advanced Charged Porter. This is from RF Tools, and it is awesome. We'll hold on to that for just a second. First up, I'm showing you the RF Tools matter transmitter and matter receiver system. This is teleportation, folks. So wherever you have a power source in whatever dimension, you can set up teleporters using RF Tools. So to do that, you need three things. You need a dialing device, you need a matter transmitter, and a matter receiver. You can set up a very simple system with just a receiver, and you can take a charged porter or an advanced charged porter and tie it to a matter receiver as long as there's power. That's why I've left the floor blocks open. All three of these things need power. Okay? The dialer, the transmitter, and the receiver. So let's not talk about the porter yet. Let's talk about the dialing device and why you might want one. I've also set up this same exact system over in our farming building so I can demonstrate it. So we have two places we can go. I'm using the dialing device, which is next to the matter transmitter. Okay, so I can go to the main base, which is here. So why would we do that? Or we can go to the farming building. So I'm going to dial it once. And you'll see that it lights up with this magic like Star Trek beam. And as soon as I step into this beam, swoop, I'm transported. I'm in the farming building. Isn't that cool? Okay, so we can do the same thing from the farming building and go back to the main base. And you can leave these if you just click dial. They'll stay permanently connected. So I can have a permanent connection to the base. I'm just going to do it once. And here we are back on our workshop. Pretty great. Okay, the porter. An advanced charge porter means I can put multiple locations in it. A regular charged porter, which is not terribly expensive, you just need ender pearls, you can set multiple locations. So that's the only difference, right? And I think it might hold a little more energy. So if I'm out exploring in the world, and I say, oh great, I've gotten everything I needed, like I went to a dungeon and went exploring and whatever, my porter is set up to go back to the main base. All I have to do, right click, boom. Isn't that awesome? I'm home. So, you know, if you have a mod pack that has like the FTB utilities or whatever, and you can set homes, which I've done here because we do have FTB utilities in Edentech. But if you have a mod pack that doesn't have that ability or has that ability turned off, or you just don't want to take advantage of the FTB stuff to set a home, like you want to wait until you have the ability to teleport, RF Tools is one of your options for teleportation in Edentech. There are also other options. I believe Draconic has teleportation options. And if there are any others, I will look them up and remind you before the end of the episode. Anyway, so that is so we'll carry that around with us so that we can always get home no matter where we are, which is pretty cool. Next, I promised we were going to hop into the nether and grab a wither skeleton. And we're going to do that by using the mob imprisonment tool from Industrial Foregoing, which requires a gas tier and some plastic. And isn't it cool that we have our RS all set up? Oh, look at all that beautiful stuff that's stored. It's so nice. I probably had a mob imprisonment tool in here. Who knows? Whatever. Okay, let's run in the nether and grab a wither skeleton. I'll be right back. The snow is really annoying in the nether. Just saying. I can't see. I need a wither skeleton game. Come on, man. We already got a blaze. Hi, blazes. Hello, skeleton. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait here. till a wither skeleton spawns. I'll be back. Okay, must remember, do not shoot wither skeleton. Capture wither skeleton. Maybe if I walk around, they'll spawn. Ooh, let's eat a gourmet beef burger while we're at it. Skeletons! Here, skeletons! Just need one volunteer. One volunteer for my permanent entrapment program. You will be reincarnated many, many times to serve our purposes. Doesn't that sound awesome? You'll basically live forever as a clone of yourself. This was like waiting on the gas. That took forever. I ended up with like 5 gas tiers so I could make these mob imprisonment tools. There are no gas in the nether. Like, have you seen any since we've been here? No, it's crazy. Don't understand it. I have it. And the setting it's on, yeah, it's on hard. I mean, hello. Mobs. I think there's just a lot of competition. A lot of competition. Okay, the other thing we're going to need, next episode, we're going to get an environmental tech. One of the things we're going to need is lime green. And if you didn't know it, these awesome biomes of plenty glow shrooms give you lime dye. Pretty great. Well, I guess I'll be back when I find a wither skeleton. This could take a while. This whole episode is going to be me running around saying there's no skeletons. Come on, man. I got to build a wither killer. What the heck? There's a glowing chicken. I don't know why. Why are you glowing? That was odd. Just some chicken chilling in the lava. Really, guys? I can't even tell you how done I am with this. Come here, you stupid skeleton. Oh my lord. You're mine. Ugh. I have been in the nether for an hour. An hour! Okay. Let's carry on. Ooh, let's use our magic porter to get home. Bloop! Pew! And we're back. Okay. Give me a couple of minutes to figure out whether or not we're going to use RF tools or industrial foregoing or draconic for our wither cage, and I'll be right back. Okay, we have successfully added wither skeletons. Oh, if I can click on this, see we have a mob imprisonment tool, a wither skeleton. You do not need to have the lights off for that to work. We've already gotten a trophy. I did have to do 2 things to make this effective since I put a fortune add-on in the mob crusher. It collects a whole bunch more stuff. And so in order to make sure that gets through to our sorting system, we put speed upgrades in the Ender IO item ducts. So it's just these little speed upgrade things. You can put a maximum of 15 in here and it'll tell you we're not quite a stack per item, but we're never going to get a full stack of items in this, so we just need to move as many as we can. Like the most we get is the currency stuff, and it's about 20 items. And so now we have, look at that, 21 wither skeleton skulls, as well as a ton of the drops of evil, the necrotic bone, the wither ash, and then the stuff from silent gems, the, what is this called? Soul gem. We are well on our way to having plenty of wither skeleton skulls to automatically kill the wither. So I think we're going to go ahead and use the RF Tools shield system to create a wither killing arena. And we'll probably do it right here off the mob farm. So let me get to constructing something and we'll be right back. And we're back, everybody, and I have some things to show you. First up, Our wither skeleton spawner has been working overtime. We got over 200 wither skeleton skulls, and I've also picked up some soul sand from our refined storage system. And you can also see the makings for our wither killer. In order to produce the wither over and over again, we're going to use the industrial foregoing wither builder, but you can see that it requires a nether star. So we have to kill our first wither ourselves. And to help us do that, we're going to use the RF Tools shield system. So I've gone ahead and set it up and left kind of the bottom open so I can explain to you what this does. And then we're going to put the last few pieces together ourselves. The shield system is pretty straightforward. You have a shield projector, and they're not that expensive. I've gone ahead and gone up to level 3, the tier 3, which requires dimensional shards, which I've been picking up in the nether. And we've also gotten quite a few with our mob farm. And a tier 2 is just obsidian and redstone, and a tier 1 is super cheap. It's just a machine frame, a few pieces of obsidian, gold, and redstone. But we have 2 tier 3 shield projectors. Part of the reason we don't need to support 4,000 blocks, but we do need it to be powerful enough to kill the wither pretty quickly. And in fact, I'm gonna take a nap so we're not out there in the dark. I almost got blown up by a creeper while I was making this because I haven't lit anything up. I mean, not that I would actually be blown up by a creeper. Possibly. But we shouldn't take chances. Okay, so you can see that I have used the shield templates. This is how you make a shield. You have a shield projector, and then you make sure it is touching the shield templates that you want to turn into a shield. Because we want to treat the floor differently than the top, I made the floor a different color. So we're using red shield templates for that one. And the way to change their color once you make them is just throw them in a crafting table and they change color. They're not expensive. They're just wool, blue dye, and glass. And with our string from the mob farm, that was super cheap. So the bottom level, and we're going to need to hook these up to power. Let me show you what I've done. I'm all discombobulated. Okay. So underneath our mob farm, remember we have this phantom energy face, which pretends like it's the energy face that's over in our main building. So we have access to 32 million RF. I've upgraded our flux duct to hardened flux duct because this carries 4,000 RF a tick as opposed to 1,000 RF a tick. And again, when you're killing the wither using the shield system, power is very important. So we've connected flux duct. I've gone ahead and made another energy cell because I want an energy cell that is sole purpose is to feed our wither killer. Like, so there's always 18 million RF available so that we don't accidentally let a wither loose in our base, which would be really bad. And in fact, we're going to do this on camera for the first time and hope that I've gotten it right. I do also want to show you that 18 million came from our original energy cell in the workshop, and our little freebie energy producers are working on refilling that. Next time we're going to get into environmental tech and build some of the solar arrays, solar energy systems from that to help us with really good power source. So we don't have to stand around and wait for our power to fill up every time. Okay, so what we want to do is take our shield projector. There's one here touching the red tiles. There's one here touching the blue tiles. Because we don't want our wither to get out, I just wanted to show you that this is a 3x3 cube. We want to do this. So we make it solid, but we want shield pieces all around. So we're going to bring power out of our energy cube, and we're going to power both of these projectors. You can see they're filling up with power. So the lower one, the other important thing you need is the smart wrench from RF Tools. This is how you activate the shields. But first we want to say entity. So there are filters. We want it to do, we want solid or everything. So the default is that the bottom is always going to be solid. And then if we take our wrench and right click that shield projector, we should, oh, we can't get in there because these aren't not solid yet. Okay, hold on. So let's change the settings for these. Damn it. We want it to be solid. Ah! Okay, I've changed the order. We want, first and foremost, the highest priority is if it's a hostile mob, the shield should be solid and not let it pass. The second thing we want it to do is damage that hostile mob. Then the priority is to let a player pass. So if I right click this shield, and I think I could change the color to be like, make it red. Sure. There we go. So if you reset it, right click it to undo it and right click it again to redo it. So theoretically, and what I want to do so I don't fall in here. Theoretically, I should be able to step on that lower shield now. I should be able to walk right through the red, woo, and jump up and down. Look at me, I'm a player in a box. Okay, and if I spawn a wither in there, fingers crossed, it's not gonna let the wither through. Let's just add solid damage to hostile, just in case. Solid damage, solid damage. Let's just make that the top. I think that's the whole be a wither, do a thing setting. If not, we're about to find out the hard way. Okay, so we do our little, oh, it's a room for me in here. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Oh, that's, give me that back. Give me. Why does it take so long? Go. There, and we run! Oh, and the explosion will hurt you, damage you. Give it a second. Blow up. Yep. Good! So it's taking damage. And that was it. And there's our nether star. I'm so nervous the first time I do that. I'm so scared it's gonna get out. Okay, let's do it one more time since I have the skulls. And this time, I'm always tempted to do, oh no, that won't work because the head will be out. Give me that. Always be very careful in here. But that's it. And then what we're gonna do is use this nether star once more with feeling. We'll use the nether star to build the wither builder from Industrial Foregoing. And that we can just load with all the skulls and soul sand and it'll automatically produce the wither. I know he's loud. Hey, buddy. Yeah, thanks. Yep. Oh, good times. My magnet's the reason I'm picking all that up. I could probably put I will probably put a collection system underneath now that we've done that. And if you ever need to get back in here and adjust stuff, you can always right click and turn off your shields and then turn them back on and they should retain the same settings that you had before. We did it. We killed the wither. I'm so excited. Now that we have our automated wither killer and we have basically unlimited access to nether stars along with our wither skeleton farm, so we can have all the skulls we need. I just need to run and grab more soul sand probably from the nether so we can get as many stars as we need. But that gives us access to Draconic Evolution, which is the next step. And I think that will be something that we save for the next episode. Do I wither? What's wrong with me? I do. It's bizarre particle effect lingeringness. Okay. I will also decorate this mob killer just like I did the others. I mean, I got the framework up, but I didn't want to spend any more time doing the decorating because I figure I could do that off screen. Okay. In the meantime, thank you everybody for watching. If you liked it, please do be sure to leave a like. And if you'd like to keep up with what's going on the channel, please hit subscribe. And as always, remember that you are the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.